I'm American, right? I grew up in Chinatown. I'm a naturalized US citizen. I had lived here 32 years. I built my family here. I educated students. I contributed to research. And yet, I was treated like a spy.
Racial profiling and targeting of Asian Americans, especially under a national security pretext, is not something new. What the China Initiative did, however, was it escalated a lot of these investigations. What you now had was the first DOJ program that is named after one country.
They accused me serving as a reviewer expert for the China's Natural Science Foundation. When I read that, I feel laughable because the U.S. Department of Energy goes to other countries to find an impartial reviewer. So doing review is just part of our job.
Scientists working on fundamental science never want to hide things. We want to make our results known by all people. Then they can cite our results to further do something benefit to the society, the world.
If there are legitimate cases of espionage, we need to address those. But with the China Initiative, what we saw was not espionage cases. What we saw was, at worst, cases where there were professors or there were scientists that didn't fill out paperwork correctly.
If you check a round box, it could be federal crime. Faculty from different universities realize what happened to me could happen to all of us, and we have to unite.
Many Chinese American and Chinese immigrant scholars use terms like researching while Chinese. They saw how the Black American community was treated here in the US. The community of scholars had reached out to me, saying that they want to create a permanent nonprofit.
We work through Asian American Scholar Forum to help support the scientific community and to work with the government to do the right thing.
They came to the United States because they believe in our system. They believed in the freedoms offered to our system. So to accuse them about somehow being unpatriotic really goes against the grain of what these individuals actually feel.
They want the country to see that the work that they've done hasn't hurt the United States. They've actually been the very foundation that keeps the United States competitive on the global scale. And this is not to say that somehow people's civil rights should be dependent on their contributions, but this is more to show visibility.
2022, we reported that this new semiconductor is really best semiconductor. It was chosen as one of the physics world's top 10 breakthrough of the year. But I say no more. I just don't want to touch any of those that could perceived as related to national security issue. I basically decided that no, I will never take government funding anymore.
The government pinned me as a Chinese spy and also as the Chinese military agent. No people want to talk with me. I was under the house arrested. My wife still working in Canada. My daughter was only 4 years old. I told her more than 500 bad stories to my daughter. Each time I felt so sad. I needed 1 hour or even 2 hours to recover.
After 5 years of legal defense, I'm fully exonerated, but we still have a debt about $1.08 million.
We don't want our community to feel that sort of isolation. We want to make sure that they're supported. Our other efforts is really to let the community know what their rights are, how they can self-organize, and what are the laws and policies that are happening right now that could impact them.
I really hope no second Franklin Town, no second Gangchen, no second Anminhu. If you believe you are innocent, injustice, you should stand up against the injustice.
Working with Gisela, working with Kylie, Yashen, Qihong, and all the AASF members and leaders, you feel that by working together, we can make a difference.
When I talk to these professors, they're not only facing essentially heightened scrutiny at their places of employment or by the federal government, they're worried about walking down the street. That's why it's great that we have partnerships with CAA, Stop AAPI Hate, Advancing Justice, AAJC, to broaden this framework.